What if I told you there exists an ancient text so powerful, so profound, that it shaped the minds of history's greatest thinkers, from Isaac Newton to Giordano Bruno, yet remains hidden from most of humanity? Stop everything you're doing right now. The knowledge you're about to receive has been guarded for centuries, passed down through secret societies and whispered in the shadows of monasteries. This isn't just another philosophy. It's the key to understanding your very existence. The Corpus Hermeticum isn't just a collection of ancient writings. It's a doorway to a reality most people will never experience. A reality where you are not separate from the universe, but an active participant in its creation. Imagine a being so enlightened that the Egyptians called him Thoth, the Greeks named him Hermes, and history remembers him as Hermes Trismegistus, the thrice great. This legendary figure wasn't just a philosopher or priest. He was said to be the bridge between humanity and divine knowledge. But here's what most people don't realize. The teachings attributed to Hermes weren't meant to be merely studied. They were designed to be experienced, to transform the very fabric of your consciousness. The Corpus Hermeticum emerged during a pivotal moment in human history, Alexandria, Egypt, 2nd and 3rd centuries CE. Picture this: the greatest library in the ancient world, scholars from every corner of the known universe, and a melting pot of Egyptian wisdom, Greek philosophy, and emerging spiritual traditions. It was in this intellectual crucible that these extraordinary texts were forged. For centuries, these teachings remained hidden, preserved by those who understood their value. When the Library of Alexandria burned, most thought this wisdom was lost forever. But the universe has a way of preserving what's essential. In 1460, everything changed. A monk named Leonardo da Pistoia discovered these manuscripts in Constantinople and brought them to Florence. Cosimo de' Medici, recognizing their importance, ordered his translator, Marsilio Ficino, to stop everything, even his work on Plato, and translate the Hermetic texts immediately. Why such urgency? Because these weren't just philosophical musings. They contained the keys to understanding reality itself. At the heart of the Corpus Hermeticum lies a revolutionary truth. The all is mind. The universe is mental. This isn't just a poetic statement. It's the foundation of everything you experience. Think about it. Every thought you have, every emotion you feel, creates ripples in the fabric of reality. Your mind isn't just observing the universe. It's actively participating in its creation. This is the principle of mentalism, and it's just the beginning. The principle of correspondence tells us, as above, so below, as below, so above. The patterns that govern the cosmos are the same patterns that govern your life. Your body is a miniature universe, and the universe is a reflection of you. This isn't metaphorical. It's literal. When you truly understand this principle, you realize that by studying yourself, you can understand the universe. And by understanding the universe, you can know yourself. The boundaries between inner and outer reality begin to dissolve. The principle of vibration reveals that nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. From the densest matter to the most refined thought, everything exists on a spectrum of vibration. Your thoughts, emotions, and physical body are all vibrating at different frequencies. This isn't just spiritual talk. It's aligned with modern quantum physics. When you change your vibrational state through meditation, visualization, or emotional mastery, you literally change how reality responds to you. The principle of polarity states that everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Heat and cold, light and darkness, love and fear. These aren't separate things, but different degrees of the same thing. Here's the power in this understanding. By mastering this principle, you can transmute negative emotions into positive ones. Depression can become joy. Fear can become courage, not by fighting against what you don't want, but by shifting your position on the spectrum. The principle of rhythm shows us that everything flows, out and in. Everything has its tides. All things rise and fall. Your life moves in cycles, just like the seasons, the tides, the planets. When you recognize these rhythms, you can work with them rather than against them. Instead of being crushed by life's inevitable downswings, you can ride them like a surfer rides a wave, knowing that the upswing is coming. This awareness alone can transform your experience of life's challenges. The principle of cause and effect reminds us that every cause has its effect. Every effect has its cause. Nothing happens by chance or outside the universal laws. When you truly understand this principle, you stop being a victim of circumstance and become a conscious creator of your reality. Finally, the principle of gender states that gender is in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. This isn't about biological sex, but about complementary energies that exist in all things: the active and receptive, the creator and nurturer, the logical and intuitive. By balancing these energies within yourself, you achieve a harmony that allows for true creation on all levels: physical, mental, and spiritual. But the Corpus Hermeticum offers more than just principles. It provides a path to transformation. In the dialogue known as Poimandres, Hermes receives a vision from a being of light who reveals the nature of reality and the journey of the soul. The text describes how the human being, though appearing separate and limited, contains the divine spark, the light and life of the cosmos itself. You are light and life, like God, the text proclaims, if you so will it. This isn't just poetic language. It's a direct statement about your true nature. The separation you feel from the divine, from others, from the universe itself, is an illusion created by limited perception. The Hermetic path isn't about escaping the material world, but about seeing it correctly, as a manifestation of divine intelligence. Matter and spirit aren't opposites, but expressions of the same underlying reality. The journey begins with self-knowledge, not just understanding your personality or history, but recognizing your divine essence. This isn't achieved through intellectual study alone, but through inner experience, through what the texts call spiritual rebirth. This rebirth isn't physical, but a transformation of consciousness. It's described as an explosion of light within, a moment when you suddenly recognize your true nature and your connection to all that is. You might be wondering, what does this ancient wisdom have to do with my life today? Everything. In a world dominated by materialism, where most people feel disconnected and purposeless, the Hermetic teachings offer a radical alternative, a vision of reality where you are not a passive observer, but an active participant in creation. The principles found in the Corpus Hermeticum don't just align with modern quantum physics. They anticipated it by nearly 2 millennia. The observer effect in quantum mechanics, where the act of observation affects what's being observed, is precisely what Hermetic philosophy has always taught: that consciousness and reality are inseparably intertwined. When you begin to live from this understanding, everything changes. Your thoughts become more deliberate, your emotions more balanced, your actions more aligned with your highest purpose. This isn't just philosophy, it's practical wisdom for living. By applying these principles, you can transform your health, relationships, work, and spiritual connection. Right now, you stand at a crossroads. You can continue living as you have been, seeing yourself as separate from the universe, a victim of circumstances beyond your control. Or you can embrace the Hermetic vision, a reality where you are an expression of divine intelligence, capable of shaping your experience through the power of your consciousness. The choice is yours. But know this: once you glimpse this truth, you can never fully return to the limited perspective you once held. The seed has been planted, and it will grow. The Corpus Hermeticum isn't just a historical artifact. It's a living transmission of wisdom that continues to transform lives today. Its power lies not in its ancient origins, but in its timeless truth, a truth that resonates with the deepest part of your being. As Hermes himself is said to have written, "If you don't understand yourself, how can you understand anything else in the universe?" Begin the journey of self-discovery. Explore these principles. Test them in your own experience. And watch as the boundaries between you and the universe begin to dissolve, revealing a reality more magnificent than you ever imagined. The wisdom of the Corpus Hermeticum has survived the burning of libraries, the fall of empires, and the passage of millennia. It has done so for one reason: because it contains a truth so profound that once discovered, it cannot be forgotten. That truth is waiting for you now. Will you answer its call? If this video resonated with you, remember that you've only touched the surface of this profound wisdom. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let me know which Hermetic principle you're most drawn to explore. The journey has just begun,